What's up, everybody? Hey, Tom Laird here, host of the Advice from a Call Center Geek podcast and founder of Expivia. For exceptional contact center outsourcing, trust Expivia. We're fully AI driven, as all of you know, and can handle voice, email, chat, and all of your digital channels. Our 600-seat USA contact center is expert in healthcare, financial services, insurance, tech support, retail, and more. Experts on the NICE CX1 platform, we ensure seamless customer experiences. DM me or visit expiviausa.com for more. Hi, everybody. Saturday night, sitting here in my basement, kind of my man cave. Just got done, or actually finishing up here this LSU Oklahoma game. Kind of a beat down. Trying to figure out what I can give you guys this week from advice from a call center geek, and also from the daily call center tips. So I started writing down my notes. Got a little nostalgic, which kind of happens this time of year, and I do this about once a year, and hopefully I can inspire some of you guys. I wanted to talk about how we started my company, my call center. All right, so again, for those of you who don't know me, hopefully most of you by now do, see my kind of fat, double chin face, probably too much. But again, my name is Tom Laird. I'm the CEO, founder, and kind of, I guess, lead shareholder of Expivia Interaction Marketing. We are a 500-seat call center outsourcer. Right, so we take companies that are looking to outsource their customer service, their sales, any type of communication with customers, email, chat. Obviously we've talked about a ton of that technology, and we help companies that maybe would struggle with their service, or just don't want to do it, or can't do it, or want some cost savings, and that's what we do. So we've grown this thing to about 500 seats, but it's been a long road, and I know. Some of you have read the blog post. Some of you guys have actually commented on it, and I did it a while ago. And I think there's even we did a podcast a couple months ago as well on it. But where I came from is I worked for a larger call center here in Erie, and I started there in college. So late 90s, right? Kind of showing my age, I guess. And I started in the IT side of the business. Really didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but I liked the people side more of a people person. So I got on the floor, was on the phone, was a supervisor, kind of made my way up, became the head of call center operations. So we worked at this time for a ton of financial services organizations. It was awesome, right? Bank of America, Citibank, Chase, GE Capital, Regions, State Farm Bank, and I could kind of go on and on and on. I think at one point, out of the top 25 credit card issues, we were working for like 14 or 15. Things were going great, right? Many of you out there understand what happened in 2008, 2009, 2010, especially in the call center industry, especially you guys that are working for banks, financial services companies, right? When banks went under TARP, when everybody talked about the Great Recession, right? Well, that was the Great Depression for us. We got killed. So I won't say the name of the organization, but one of the banks, we were doing 28,000 hours of outbound every single month. Literally the next month, they cut it down to 3,000. And we're like, guys, that doesn't say that in the contract. They're like, basically said, sue us, right? And they're a huge organization. So what were we going to do? So we were in trouble. And, we laid a lot of people off, a lot of ill will that came about from it. And, we finally found our saviors. Again, I'm doing a lot of air quotes, I guess, here. But these guys, these private equity guys came in and said, hey, guys, you've done a really good job. We're going to get you over this hump. Everybody's going to stay. It's going to be great. We'll be fine. We'll get back to where you guys were. Well, 30 to 45 days later, basically almost all of us were let go from the management side. So that's HR people, that's client services people, that's programmers, that's supervisors. Myself, I was actually, most of you guys know, like I coach here, I have my sweatshirt on, I coach for a high school here in Erie. And I was actually driving to Pittsburgh to go scout for the playoffs, and I just got a phone call that said, hey, don't come in tomorrow, you're fired. That's kind of how it was. So, slap in the face, brutal, what do? So with a bunch of the people, we sat down and we had lunch and said, guys, what do you want to do? We can all go look for jobs, or we can try to do this again. We have a really good niche in the industry. We know a lot of people. We know if we could have things really our own way without all of this maybe overhead, what we would have done, and to become more nimble. So they said, okay, let's try to do it. Which basically meant most of them went and found jobs, and if you find something, Tom, maybe I'll come over, which most of them actually ended up doing. Here's the thing about starting your own business. I'm just a normal dude. Like I'm not a genius. I'm not super smart. I'm just a normal guy who really liked the call center industry. I like the technology. I like the art and the science of it. And I was driven. I didn't want to work for anybody else anymore. I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to do my own thing. So I went out and found money. Right? I thought it was going to be easy. Right? You always hear about, hey, this company's got this Series A funding of $5 million, $8 million. Well, there's none of that. Right? It was friends and family. It was bootstrapping. It was begging people. I think I had it down to about 82 to 83 people asked for money, and I finally found 4 that would, and then find all 4 at the same time. That's the other thing, right? So you get like 10 grand from this person, you get 25,000 from this person, you get 30 from this person gives you 5, and it's all at different times, and you're all trying to put it all together. You're trying to, buy infrastructure and lease your space and make payroll, try to pay yourself at some point. So first year was brutal. I told myself I probably would never do it again. I'm glad I did it once in my life. But if you got a couple $1 million, you want to go start a company, give me a ring. But if we got nothing, we got to start from scratch. I don't know. But anyway, we started Expivia in 2010, 2011 with 4 employees. We have grown it to about a 500-seat contact center, with multiple clients over a ton of different type of channels. We're more diversified. So again, it reminds me a little bit of the podcast, right? So a year ago we started the podcast. Literally there was 4, I think maybe 5 listeners to that first episode after 30 days. I'm like, what am I doing here? But kept plugging away. And next thing you know, after a year, we're over 16,000 downloads. It's growing every single episode, and I have about 500 to 600 people listening to every single episode, and it continues to go. So I guess my point is, I'm just a normal dude. Again, I have no unbelievable skills other than I really like what I like. I know what I want to do, and I just totally focus and hammer it every single day. So as 2020 is kind of coming here, this can be, kind of a motivational speech for if you want to change your life, if you want to do something different, you can do it, right? I'm living proof that it can happen. If you want to change your contact center, if you want to put all your focus, your energy in that, you can do that. But you don't have to accept that this is kind of what it is. This is the drudgery of the job. This is just the misery of it, and our qualities is what it is. And these are the type of people we have. You don't have to accept that. You can make changes. Listen to the podcast. Just do what we talk about there. It works. So again, as we end this year, I'm getting kind of fired up now. Please, take a look in the mirror. Don't go through another year of just kind of saying, oh my God, I got to get through this. Find out what you really want. If you like your job, if you're in the call center industry, do something cool with it, right? Make your place unique, make your place special. That's kind of what we try to do and what we're trying to do every single day at Expivia. You probably talk to most of our reps. I think they would say, yes, we are. You talk to some of them, you know how that goes. They'll probably say, no, we're not. But we're trying every single day, and that's really all I can ask. So again, thank you guys for all of you who have done and all of the help that I've gotten on the podcast, all of the awesome questions I've gotten, all of you guys just listening and posting reviews. It's been a really cool and special year for me to actually have some validation in some of the things that we're trying to do. So we're going to continue this. Monday, we finally hired our chief fun officer and our content creation expert. So you're not just going to see my face, you're going to see hers too. And we're going to kind of get as many people as we can involved in the company, outside people coming into the podcast, different things that we're doing with the video. So again, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is in its infancy right now, but it will be growing very quickly. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you listen to it, or the ExpiviaUSA.com website. And then really the last thing, other than you guys know the social media stuff, follow us everywhere. We're basically on every channel of social media. But the one thing that I really want to do is please go and follow and join the Advice from a Call Center Geek contact center community, right? Podcast community, I should say, right? So a lot of you have done that in the last couple of days. So it's getting to a point where it's kind of be fun for us to kind of start to share some stuff. So again, that's my main focus as well for 2020 from all the stuff that we're doing. So again, thank you guys very much. I hope that this wasn't a ramble. I hope you got to the end of this. Have an awesome new year. I'm not going to talk to you guys tomorrow. My wife's going to throw my phone out if I record anything more. So I'll talk to you guys back at the office on Monday, and have a great weekend.